Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, that the days are evil. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that have taught us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the Rakah Kwadash. All right. Peace, love, and blessings. Salutations to the elect out there scattered abroad around the four corners of the earth and ultimately mainly in America, Babylon the Great. I say shalom, shalom. It's a video lesson coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in the Rakah Kwadash. And it's basically redeeming the times because the days are evil. All right. And another precept, because this message right here is for you unbelievers and you scoffers and scorners, pursuant to 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 4. All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man. So, hey, me personally, I can't wait to the great and dreadful day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Though it's going to be scary, though it's going to be not a light thing, we're seeking and hasting for the kingdom of heaven at the end of the day. Throughout all that bullshit, we are real enough to say throughout all that bullshit, we're still going to be happy, man. And we are confident that we may make it unto the other side, unperishable, man. All right, not being perished. Okay, that's the difference between us and the 2/3. We hope in salvation, man. That's between us and the rest of Israel. This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 1. This second epistle, beloved, I write now unto you both, which I stir up your pure minds by the way of remembrance, that ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets, and of the commandment of us, the apostles of the Lord and Savior. All right. Verse 3, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? The promise of Yahweh Shai's coming. And that's the spirit that's mainly upon Jake today. Jake always, especially us being on the highways and byways, more and more now because of the spirit and prophecies of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is turning up. So his prophets are turning up. So the more and more we be out there, in the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the more the scoffers and the scorners are going to turn up. All right. The same ones that always keep saying like, hey, you preaching that Bible BS. That's a white man's book. Basically, in a nutshell, saying God never coming back, because deep down inside, they don't want him to come back, man. So with that being said, they're saying that he's not coming back. He's never going to return. Whereas the promise of his coming that you was preaching throughout generations and generations, but not understanding the times and the seasons that we are living in, man. All right. Prophecies, real life had to come to pass in order for us to real life started speaking. This alone itself is prophecy about the Israelites, being joined together under one stick, Judah and Israel, pursuant to Ezekiel the 37th chapter. But it ultimately symbolizes the elect, going back to Isaiah the 10th chapter, verse 21 and 22. Only a remnant will return unto the mighty power. All right, the mighty power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the God of Jacob, the God of Israel, man. All right. And you see the title, General declares war on disinformation. We must lock up free thinkers. All right. And first thing that pops up in my mind is famine of the word, pursuing to Amos chapter 8 and verse 11 and 12. OK, that is indeed the famine of the word, because sooner or later the Lord is going to shut up his prophets and they're not going to be seen on the street corners anymore preaching and trying to bring back the remnant and preaching the gospel, the good news. All right. Because once the remnant is 100% completely sealed, like it says in the book of Revelation 7, man, that he holding the winds back. Okay. Let me finish off in 2 Peter. 2 Peter 3 and chapter 3 and verse 4. And saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, they, fell asleep as they passed away throughout generation to generation. All things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. Basically saying that all things continue, people live, people die, people live, people die, the whole complete circle of life. Meanwhile, the day of the Lord hasn't come yet. That's the mind frame of our people, not understanding prophecies and the signs of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right. I think it's Revelation 7. Since I quoted that. Yep. Revelation chapter 7 and 1. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor of any tree. And that wind is the destruction wind, pursuing back to Jeremiah 51 and verse 1. All right. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me see. Let me make sure. Destroying. Yep, Jeremiah chapter 51 and 1. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that raise up against me a destroying wind. And that destroying wind is nuclear destruction, nuclear fire that's going to be coming from the ICBMs and the hypersonic missiles during the time of World War III. Go back to Revelation 7. That the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor at any tree. And that's, basically, parabolic to people, too, because people are represented as the sea and the tree, as considered the nations. And also also as well, the physical trees, but mainly the trees represents the nations of the peoples. Verse 2, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God, and cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power, Yahweh, in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them, verse 4, which were sealed, and they were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of Israel, of all the children of Israel. All right, starting off with the men. All right, because the 144,000 are going to be the kings and the rulers in the kingdom of heaven. OK, that's the complete order of the 144,000, the 144K. The governors, the kings, the rulers. All right. The men of the Lord, the prophets. Because at the end of the day, if you understand reincarnation, they still have to receive their reward for all their works. Because according to the scriptures, like we always believe, the Most High Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, is not unrighteous to forget our works. And our labors do follow us, man, especially if we die in this faith, if we die in believing, if we hold our integrity, especially in the hour of temptation, we hold our integrity and refuse that mark, that mark from Esau Edom, which is spiritually Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's mark on the left hand side, using Esau Edom, the physical counterpart for the spiritual demon Satan. All right. All right. That was it on that. And like I said, it's about to get real out here, because what really motivated me to do this video, because I was watching, and I'm gonna put the link in the description, but the elder from out of South Carolina, Elder Manat Zatba, he had did a video about the American Holocaust and Jacob's trouble, and people are real life not understanding, and that's because they're 2/3. All right, you just have to count a blessing that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has revealed unto you, even though you may have certain individuals around you that don't believe. They may, and some of them may say they do believe, but they don't have no works to follow after them. Like they don't want to, don't want to put on the garment, don't want to go out and prophesy, don't want to really read and study and put forth the time and effort on trying to know Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, it's plenty of people that's like that in the world. All right, so you got to be counted a blessing and worthy and honor for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to sup with you, to really deal with you on that level. That's why no matter what, especially you in the truth, you understand. And if you're coming under the order of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the order structure is coming from Great Millstone, man. A lot of people have problems with Great Millstone, but a Great Millstone, the real life true teachers and apostles, that's real life warning us from the destruction that's about to come down the pike, man. To really tell us to get our souls right with the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and to continue to do the work. Don't take no breaks. Keep striving for truth even unto death. All right. So on and so forth, man. As this journey gets a little bit more riled up, a little bit more bad, man. All right, because it's not gonna be no peaceful times, man. All right, it's not gonna be no peaceful times. Let me look up some scriptures. Like I said, it's really, and it's so funny because now they real life putting restrictions on certain videos that say fact check, especially on the social media. They got a little blank little play, make it blurry, and they'll say fact check, and you can press the link and show why and try to get a more understanding. A lot of these these companies are rejecting a lot of articles and so on and so forth. But it's so funny because these articles are real life, true, but they fall under this category right here. But not the New World Order one. Let me go back. Conspiracy. Go back to conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theories. It go back to this. So now they want to fact check everything and so on and so forth. But at the whole time, like half of the stuff that they're putting on there is actual facts. And the same thing that these devils are doing and trying to promote, they're trying to say it's false, but they're doing it in real life time. Prime example, they tried to say, like with the fact checker about dealing with Neuralink. That shit already came to pass, man. They already, did all type of articles on it. They already in the further processes of Neuralink. All right, the CBDC. They even said that was a false disinformation. All right. So these devils really are doing this to aim towards the prophets at the end of the day, because through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, hey, we are standing upon our watch, and we are setting up that banner and speaking against the noble ones. All right. We're speaking against the elites of this society. All right. Like it says in 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and 5. Matter of fact, let me get that. I got my Bible, so that's why it's kind of iffy. You don't really know where I'm at. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that is exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High Yahweh, and bringing into captivity every thought to be obedient of Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. All right. Casting down imaginations, man, on high places, high thing that exalted itself. Esau Edom exalts himself, man. So we're basically chanting down Esau Edom and their rulership. This is Amos chapter 13 and verse 1. The burden of Babylon, and the Babylon that this is talking about is modern day Babylon, the new Babylon that we are living in today, in today's time, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Verse 2, lift up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the noble. All right, shake the hands, man. Exalt the voice unto them. And the banner is the Bible, the scriptures. All right, our support, what we represent. Cause that's what the whole purpose of a banner. Like, just like, during the time of like going to school and stuff like that, when people had banners of their mascot, that let you know what type of mascot the bird represents. So it's a representation. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the representation of the Israelites are the scriptures. It's the Holy Bible, the same book that everybody swear that it is the so-called white man's book, but it's clearly not. But like I say, niggas gonna be niggas at the end of the fucking day. They don't real life do no due diligent research. They just look up really stuff that they like to look up, their folly. All right, and they just think they deep with it. Exalt the voice. Oh, the high mountain is the high government of Babylon the Great, America. All right, the elite, starting off with the elites, the ones that control and call everything. And by me speaking that, hey, this is an example, so-called example of a conspiracy theorist. That's why they trying to flag a lot of our videos. They trying to hush the prophets, but they can't do it because it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, as it's saying in Hosea 6 and I believe 5, if I'm not mistaken. He have hewn them by the prophets. So by the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that is being put upon the prophets, the prophecies are coming to pass. All right. The voice of the Lord is real life doing damage out here. That's why we say Jacob's trouble is fastly approaching. Martial law is coming. All right. People are about to get thrown out of their houses. A lot of families about to get slaughtered. They're about to be separated. A lot of women are about to get ravished, which means basically brutally raped. And it's crazy because if you real life look up or type up this information, like during the time of war or a civil unrest, blah, 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 what's, are women vulnerable of getting raped? And they're going to answer yes, because that's just the spirit. That's always been the spirit of man, especially during the time of war. All right. And it's so many accounts in the scriptures, man. But you got to look it up. You got to do your due diligence search. You got to. That they may go into the gates of the noble. I have commanded my sanctified ones, the prophets. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness, the holy angels, man, and also the prophets. All right, the prophets on the earth, man, and the angels doing the bidding of the work of the Lord by fulfilling and making certain prophecies come to pass. OK, and more prophecies are going to come to pass. So let me go into this conspiracy theory. It says an explanation for an event or situation that asserts the existence of a conspiracy by powerful and sinister groups. Oh, yeah. All right. Falsification and reform by circular reason. Let me look up this one. Conspiracy, known as a plot, is a secret plan or arrangement between people, called conspirators or conspirators, for an unlawful or harmful purpose, such as murder or treason, especially with political, I think, Salakia, motivation while keeping their agreement secret. Hey, but who this fit more than anything though? All right, these fit the so-called elites of Esau Edom. All right, and I'm gonna get this in Isaiah. Matter of fact, let me down. Salaki, I got to know how to pronounce that. Politics or political motivation. Oh, Salaki. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? Whose spirit does that fit today, man? Esau, Edom. That's just, prime example. And these are the same people that's in power. The same thing that you see right here that you're reading about are basically the so-called quote unquote Illuminati, man. All right. The elites of this whole world. All right. Yep. And all this was orchestrated, man. That's why you got something called control opposition, playing both sides of the field. That's how Esau Edom operates. Abdo out of chaos, man. All right. Order out of chaos. Out of chaos comes the order. Lord will, I can get that too, that word. But like I say, man, all these are considered, conspiracy theories, so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, this is the propaganda and everything that the Edomites none did. But at the same time, they trying to stop certain information from coming out. The only reason why, because of the prophets are on the scene now. The prophets are making that vast awakening. All right, they're helping out that vast awakening, man. All right, and it's an article right here about and it's more and more evident, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, more and more evident through the scriptures too. This is Psalm 64 and 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. But the Most High Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. That's why all these nations are real life tired and noticing America's BS, man. All right. And the heart is deep. That's why they know the things that they know. They know how to destroy the whole earth, man. Destroy the people, destroy the earth, starting off with the Israelites, mainly the Israelites. So that's the whole reason why they're trying to destroy the earth, to get to the Israelites, because there always been that hatred between Jacob and Esau and Jacob, man. Esau being the so-called white man and his descendants, and Jacob being the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, Seminole Indian descent, so-called Haitians and Jamaicans, and they're all their descendants, man. It's always been that way since the beginning of times. Hell, ever since Cain and Abel, Salakia, ever since Cain and Abel time, man. Okay. But yeah, man. And the Lord, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, He's making their own tongue fall upon them. And they know these things are going to happen to them. They know that their downfall is coming. Even though in their mind, they think they can beat the Most High and try to escape prophecies. Because at the end of the day, that's a prideful creature he is, man. Esau Edom. That's how the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he made him the best bloodthirsty villain that was ever created, man. The best creation of evilness, of wickedness. Esau Edom, man. The perfect character for wickedness, man. All right, as it say in Malachi 1:4. Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Pursuing the Job 20 and verse 5, and also Job 14 and verse 5, man. All right, let me get it just to make sure. Because like I said, sooner or later, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to bring great judgment upon the nation of Israel, and ultimately utter most destruction upon the nation of Edom. But Jacob's trouble is for the Israelites, man. The 2/3 of the Israelites that refuse to hearken and come back into the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is Job chapter 14 and 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, or with the Most High Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. All right. That's Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, because he's the control of everything. This is Job chapter 20 and verse 5. That the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? All right. He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. And that's Esau Edom. That's the future of Esau Edom, man. Total annihilation, total destruction. All right. So while they think they're going to pursue their new world order, all right, thinking that they're going to lock up and kill all of Israel, but there's a twist to it. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to give them a certain percentage of Israelites to slay and kill, though, aka Jacob's trouble. 2/3, man. The slain of the Lord shall be many. Ezekiel 9 and 4. Okay, these things about to come to pass. Meanwhile, you got people, basically getting ready and already ready for tax season, so on and so forth. People getting their little money. Niggas ain't know how to act, of course. Niggas getting money. It's just more folly and bullshit, man. All right. And the longer we prolong in this society, the more, the unbelief are going to unbelieve. But the more our faith should real life get builded up, because, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is real life dealing with us, man. We seeing all the distractions. We seeing through the distractions. You got all types of derailings of trains, man. All right. Go back to that. It's another thing that most people don't know about, just for educational purposes. All right. This shit was established by the government. Okay. And this will soon, they will implement these projects sooner than later. Then you got this one. Yeah, this the one I wanted to, Project Megiddo. And they're going to implement that during the times of martial law. All right, during the times of Jacob's trouble, you got I believe it's the red list, blue list, and yellow list. Red list is the hot list. All right, the ones that know what's up. All right, the preppers. All right, people that know it in a religious term, as basically as they say, the Black Hebrew Israelites, a black extremist group, as they call, so-called, as they call us. But that's not the truth, because we classify us as Hebrew Israelites. And we're not violent people at the end of the day. We're very spiritual, very calm and collectible people. But if you fuck with us at the end of the day, hey, we the people of the Lord. So we're going to have that type of spirit upon us. That's in every Jake. I don't give a damn how nice or how mean you are. All right. But this Project Megiddo is going to be implemented sooner than later, man. All right. And this is not false information that I'm reading. This is the information that was put out there. These Edomites put this shit out here. They passed laws in certain because if the shit wasn't true, why is it on here? That's how you know, like I say, they're trying to stop the truth from springing forth. But it is too fucking late, Esau. You're done, son. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to destroy your empire once and for all, man. But we just got to hold on and keep holding. Because Jacob's trouble is fastly approaching. It's not going to be a pretty sight. All right? It is not going to be a pretty sight, man. Damn. Supposed to be on a dollar bill. I think I had it. All right, that was it. There we go. All right, back to this. And Ben was talking about it, man. All right, Ben was talking about it. But now, as furthermore, we get more into the end, the more and more they're going to try to enforce this act. And they're going to enforce it. They say we must lock up free thinkers. Hey, that Revelation 2 and 10 is going to pop up. That Revelation 3 and 10 is going to pop up. At the end of the day, we're going to be tried. We're going to be tested during the times of Jacob's trouble. All hell breaking loose. The society collapsing. The day of the Lord. All right, because ultimately that's all what it is. The day of the Lord, man. Let me get some precepts. Matter of fact, let me get this. 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? And that's it said, what manner of persons, basically your conduct of living, your conduct of life, trying to, live godly to the best of your ability, man. All right. Trying to, maintaining the scriptures, maintaining, talking with Akim that's in the same like mind as you. All right. Basically trying to remain spiritual at all costs, man. All right. To the best of your ability. Verse 12, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of our power, Yahweh, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. That's nuclear destruction. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth. A new heavens is new rulerships. All right. The new rulership of the kingdom of Israel. That's going to be the best, man. And it's going to be a forever and everlasting rulership. And these devils right here are not going to be in the picture. All right. After that 1,000-year punishment, they are going to be eradicated. All right. They're not going to be in the picture, man. And they may hit me for so-called hate speech. That's another thing. But, hey, that's pursuing the Obadiah 1 and 18. That the whole mountain of Esau shall be no more. It should be no remainings of the house of Esau. So that's the scriptures. Look for a new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, the kingdom of heaven. All right. That's what we're looking for. Let me get Ezekiel right quick. Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. All right, we're supposed to give warning from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to the nation of Israel, man. All right, we're not supposed to hold back. We're not supposed to sugarcoat nothing. We're supposed to let it be known that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is about to come back and destroy a lot of our people by the way of Esau Edom, the giving into the hand of the slayer. All right, and Esau Edom is gonna show that great red horse that he is, man. He's gonna show that great furious power that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai had given him. Okay, this is Jeremiah chapter 21 and 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished or polished, basically getting ready. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is getting ready for Jacob's trouble to hit, man. All right. Because especially once this famine of the word hit, that's a wrap. That's when you're going to real life see the time speeding up. All right. Amos 8 and 11 and 12, man. Because after that happens, all hell break loose. Or however the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai going to do it. But once you know that the prophets are not able, they're going to be, basically not able to speak because of the forcing of the draconian laws of Esau Edom. That's when you're going to know Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to start a judgment is going to be open up, man. All right. And it's going to be a cold day when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai remove his prophets from off the street corners, man. All right. Going to be a terrible day in that day, man. Then a lot of people are going to know then that a prophet had been among them. Ezekiel 33 and verse 30 on down to verse 33. Then a prophet shall be among you. All right. And lo, it will come to pass. All these prophecies that we was kept saying over and over and over again, screaming from the top of our lungs, week in and week out, whether we do the videos, the lessons, being out there at camp, giving a warning, telling Israel that this devil is about to come down with great wrath. But like the scripture said, the same shall know it after death by pains. A lot of people are going to die painful deaths, according to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And he's the one that's doing it. The Lord, Yahweh Shai, man. The Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son is going to be executing judgment, telling the angels to kill, to slaughter, to destroy 2/3 of his own people, whether it be men, old men, young men, old women, young women, little kids, infants. The Lord don't give a fuck, because at the end of the day, the Lord knows every spirit. That's why I'm praying to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that he knows me. And I'm saying that humbly, man. It's about to get ugly as fuck out here, man. Verse 10, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contenteth the rod of my son as every tree. Hey, and a lot of our people about to get ready for mirth, especially during the spring and summer seasons, man. All right. Verse 11, and he have given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give into the hand of the slayer. to give into the hand of the slayer. Esau, Edom, man. Pursuing the Psalms 17 and 11, or 17 and 13. Let me see. Should be 17 and 13. Yep. Psalm 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. That's right, man. The sword of the Lord is the wicked, man. And pursuing the Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So the Lord is giving the earth in one hand. All right. The fatness of the earth, all the great wealths and the rulership in one hand. And he gave in the other hand the sword. And you also can read that in Genesis. That's how you know that that's Esau, Edom, the so-called Caucasian race, the cave dwelling race, the same ones that dwelleth in the clefts of the rocks, pursuant to the scriptures. That's how you link characteristics together. But you got to have the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Because you can tell a person and break it down to them in the simplest term. And you know what they go and say at the end? I still don't see it. The Lord ain't allowing you to see it. Kahalayim la Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash, man. Humbly, man. All right. Is it on that? Ooh. This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Alahayim, unto the land of Israel. And the end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. And my eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thy abominations shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Alahayim, and evil and only evil, behold, is come, and end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. All right. And that's the ultimate, basically the ultimate destruction of Jacob, man. The 2/3 of the nation of Israel, Jacob's trouble. All right. The Lord is going to real life use these devils to open up the floodgates of so-called hell and start killing a lot of Israelites, man. All right. And they're going to come in the way by martial law troops. All right. All type of different militarized people, so on and so forth. All right. It's nothing but evil. The morning is verse 7. The morning is come unto thee, thou that dwellest in the land. The time is come. The day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of the mountains. I will surely pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish my anger upon thee. I would judge thee according to thy ways. Slakia. I would judge thee according to thy ways, and recompense thee for all thine abomination. And my eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity. I will recompense thee according to thy ways and thine abominations that are in the midst of thee. And ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that smiteth, or, punishing you. It says this, verse 15. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. All right. And the field is, basically different parts of the world, and also on the countryside. All right. People are going to die what it say? Hold on. Shall die by the sword, by the way of Esau, Edom, killing them in the field and in the cities. All right, the inner cities, outer cities, countryside, so on and so forth. That's what's about to come upon the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. And he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. But they that escape of them shall escape, and shall be on the mountains like doves of the valleys of all them, mourning every one for his iniquity. All right. And that's about to come back to pass, man. All right. Ezekiel chapter 7 and 25. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. All right. There shall be no peace, pursuing the First Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travaileth upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is not going to let the 2/3 escape from their judgment. All right. Let me get Jeremiah 30 and 7. All right. At the end of the day, the Lord is not going to, whoever is fit to be destroyed, that's how the Lord is going to do it, man. He's going to, destroy a lot of his people, like it's saying Isaiah 66 and 15. The slain of the Lord shall be many. Let me get that. And 16. Okay. Isaiah 66 and 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. All right. So lots of mass death is going to happen on the soils of America, Babylon the Great. All right. During the time of this right here. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 5. For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hand on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. All right, because that's how bad it's going to be, man. A lot of men are going to, hey, they're going to be screaming and acting like bitches, man. Seeking help, trying to seek understanding, trying to seek guidance. But Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to have them in a pitiful case. All right, because here the prophet's been out here on the scene trying to tell them all this hell that's about to come loose upon the planet of the earth. But they still, they say, where's the promise of thy coming? As the fathers sleep, all things continue from the beginning of creations, roughly paraphrasing. That's what a lot of people think. So these same unbelieving, dumbass MFers out here, trying not to cuss, these sorry ass individuals, these peon Babylonians, they're not going to understand what the hell is going on. So they're going to be in that state of confusion, great confusion. They're going to be in that state, man. Verse 7, alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. The 1/3, man. All right. And like it says in 2nd Ezra 16, the 16th chapter, roughly paraphrasing, then you should know who were my chosen. All right. Because the Lord is going to separate all, from the remnant to the 2/3. The remnant is really not going to get touched by the hell that's about to come loose. Though they may go through some troubling times and certain adversities, at the end of the day, the Lord is going to, I feel, going to find a way to make it a little bit more a lightened affliction, as the scriptures say. Only what you can be able to bear, this what your spirit been practicing this entire time to go through. Because certain things that we've been mentally, physically, and spiritually prepared for, certain other individuals and Akim and Akwathium can deal with that. So everybody got their own measurements of faith. own measurements of confidence and bravery, so on and so forth. But just at the end of the day, pray that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah protects you in that day, and pray you don't take that mark, man, that Revelation 13-16. So with that being said, I want to close out by saying, Kahalayim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Rakah Kwadash. Peace, love, and salutations to the elect out there. Shalom, shalom.